Our local coverage continues now in Newport, where people are paying their final respects to a retired police captain. Detective Sergeant Frank Lema died last week after he was struck by a car at the Naval Station Newport, where he worked. Tonight, police are directing traffic on Broadway, where hundreds of civilian and law enforcement officers are here to attend his wake. Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau is there now, live with the East Bay Mobile Newsroom.
For 2 hours now, we've seen a steady stream of mourners here on Broadway in Newport for Detective Sergeant Lema, who lost his wife, by the way, of 48 years following a Father's Day motorcycle accident. They leave behind 5 grown children. One of the friends of Detective Sergeant Lema tells us he might have been one of the best-known police officers on Aquidneck Island. With the flag at half-staff just beyond the 9/11 memorial, the Newport Naval Station Police Department is draped in black bunting. But the loss of 70-year-old Detective Sergeant Frank Lema is far from accepted here.
We expect to hear his voice in the hallway now. But like Frank would expect, there's a tragedy, you come to work, you get the job done.
Major Mike Bodell served 15 years with Lema.
It was just shock.
Captain Bill McGovern, 20 years.
We started the same exact day. Frank was a mentor to me, father figure.
Detective Sergeant Lema wouldn't even want to be called that. He was Frank to everyone.
Officers from across New England are expected at Lema's wake and funeral. And while protecting and serving requires an element of toughness, the next few days will be peppered with raw emotions for a man who wore the badge for 46 years. But how tough can you be on a day that you're saying your final farewell to a guy that you knew this well?
You put the brave face on, but eventually the emotions do come through.
There's going to be tears from everyone. I don't care how tough you are.
And the wake will run through 9 o'clock tonight. Funeral services for Detective Sergeant Frank Lema are scheduled for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.